So this is the famous Hakone Black Egg. I don't know if it's a century egg, it's an old egg, but this is really famous here. If you're visiting Hakone, you should try the black eggs here. I don't know what it tastes like or you know how it smells like. It was a beautiful morning. I woke up very early to get ready and eat my breakfast. I did this so I could be all set for my next adventure. You know what? To have lots of time and not be with too many people, it is a good idea to start your day super early, like at 5 in the morning. My plan was to go to a place called Hakone and the areas nearby. I think it's a really cool place to visit when you're in Tokyo. Even though it was really hot, I still went to Hakone. It's easier to go there if you have a car or if you join a group tour. You could also rent a guide with a special car because it takes a long time to get there, especially if you're only going for one day. But you know what I think? I think it's best to stay for a few extra days so you can see and do a lot of fun things in Hakone. There's so many exciting things to discover there. We're heading out to a different destinations today. Woke up really in the morning at 6 a.m. just to get into another place, and we might be heading to Hakone and anywhere closer to Mount Fuji. So we'll try and check and see what we can actually do in there. So welcome to Lake Kawagucheko. It's just 2 hours drive all the way from Tokyo, and we had an early morning today straight from Shibuya all the way here. So we had a van who took us all over here and a tour guide, but it's a self-guided tour, so it's easier for us to see this place. So a lot of people would tell me exactly to go in this area simply because this is one of the famous places. And yeah, the beauty of this place is just phenomenal because you can see the Mount Fuji behind me if it's clear, and also on the summer days you see the bloomings of the lavender fields here. It's so beautiful to see. The scent of the lavender is just so relaxing as well. It is quite a very popular tourist destinations, and Lake Kawagucheko is also like a place where there are onsens here as well if you want to stay longer, or you can just, you know, stay and enjoy this place. It's also a great place where you can, you know, had a bit of 2 or 3 days to stay here, simply because you can definitely have a place to yourself and also a time to yourself, so you are not so in a rush all the time. This place is such a joy, and also a beautiful lake. It's quite very popular, so there's a lot of people would here most of the time, but hey, it is what it is, right? It's a very touristic destinations, and it's so beautiful because you're surrounded by mountains everywhere here and to the side as well. And behind me is the river, and onto the river you can see the Mount Fuji on the other side, except the clouds is hovering at the moment, so we don't really have the chance to see Mount Fuji. Maybe later when the times comes, but yeah, it's quite a bit shy today to show us, but we're here to enjoy this place. Well, this place is very relaxing if you just go around the area, because there's like a small little gardens here where you can just enjoy the scenery of both places, the gardens, the lavender fields beside me, and also just, you know, on the other side here is also the lake. It's a lake. Try to think of Mount Fuji really. Sometimes Mount Fuji is quite very shy. Also, one of the best things for you to consider when you are visiting Lake Kawagucheko is also getting a soft base ice cream. In this terrible heat here in the month of summer, it's better to cool down and also have something a bit of a cooler for yourself. Water is very important. Make sure you hydrate yourself because the heat here in Japan is really different compared to some other countries. It's just blistering heat, and humidity is so high, and that's the reason why, you know, summer is also a different way when you travel, and a lot of people consider to travel during the winter, autumn, or the spring month because the weather is tolerable. Today it's blistering hot in the month of summer, and it's just so difficult to go to different places if you want to go. As what I said earlier, it's still beautiful to visit Japan. You can see Mount Fuji and the lavender fields, which is so beautiful. And then it changes during season as well. Wow, so I am currently now inside a shop. It's a souvenir shop. It's a souvenir shop here. And we're looking at things that we wanted to buy as a souvenir, but it feels like it's so crowded and it's a lot of people in here. But look at my sweat. It's just so hot outside. And something to think of when you're traveling to Japan during summer, right? So you gotta be prepared with the heat. So what do we have here? Oh, so cute. There's just so many things here. Wow. There's also another way where you can see Mount Fuji on the other side, so it will take you 30 minutes drive. And then look at this place. It's just a small town, but it's quite quaint and a very kind of a secluded town here in Japan. We wanted to do it here, but there's so many cars, we couldn't really do it because it's so dangerous to take photos, you know, across just in the road. But the beauty of this town is so old style. The houses here is built in an old cottage way, and also just to see this place is also magnificent. It's an old town really, but you get to experience what Japan is all about. Places here like this, it makes it feel so memorable. Quite beautiful because the lamps and the area here is like takes you from an old dating times of Japan. But they make it a bit more modernized nowadays. But this place, if it's open in the area, there are shops and stores here, but I don't know exactly what time they open here, or maybe it's just that there's none at the moment. But we're here enjoying the space and just to see what it looks like, because it's been really very popular. So I would suggest it's either you come here during the time when it's cooler month because it's more easier, but I would tell you that it's very dangerous to take photos here on the street because there's a lot of cars. It's not really a place where you can take photos easily. This is the most famous street called Honcha Street. Here we go. One of the things that I like most about Japan is the soft ice cream they're selling here. It's just so good. I don't know what is so good about it, but it just tastes so good. Everywhere I go here, I make sure I order the soft ice cream they have. So they have vanilla, also a different flavor, the matcha and green tea. Yeah, everything here is so good and I'm loving it. So next into the itinerary is we head to Fujisan Sumomiya Omoro Sengen Jinja. It's a shrine known as the goddess of Mount Fuji and of course the goddess of sakura trees, and it's also one of the places here in Honcha Street to visit, and it's also the shrine for the horse, divinations and the fortune paper. So let's go and check out this place and see what's inside there. So this place is very significant to the Mount Fuji people here in Japan, because it is small town in Mount Fuji area that you can see the Mount Fuji really on the street, especially the Honcha Street, which is one of the most famous street, and it became a tourist spot destinations here, especially during the time when you can see the Mount Fuji. Temple goddess of Sakura and also the Mount Fuji-san. I have arrived here at Hakone, and one of the famous spots here is to have a cable car ride all the way from top of the mountains to the next one, just to see the beauty of this place here in Japan. Hakone is a place where you can have a Hakone Ropeway here, and also there's two shops around this area, a place where you can buy your souvenirs, and of course I am really wanted to try the famous black egg. The black egg here can only be found here and sold here in this area. I think that's one thing, is a lot of people come here is to really try the black egg, and it's one of the best things really you can try. But let's soon find out. You can also have a place here that has a lot of places where you can eat as well. The beauty of this place, oh my goodness, it's just stunning. I mean, you're top of the mountains and seeing this place is so beautiful. And Japan has so many active volcanoes here. That's the reason why sometimes they suffer from earthquakes and so on. But as you can see, Japan's country is rich with onsens and spring waters, and also the hot spring water, I mean. So look at this place, Hakone. Also, you see here on top of the mountains, it's blowing sulfur on the side. You can see the color and you can smell the scent of a sulfur in the air. It's crazy to know that you are so close in this area where there are like sulfuric activities going on. But this is the beauty of traveling, right? You get to see places like these that exist, and also you can definitely see it with your own eyes and experience it. Such a good way to do it. So we have the eggs here. They're selling it here in Hakone, and I think more of like they called it as uwakodone koro tomago, or we call it black eggs here in Hakone, which is very famous. When you visit Hakone, you have to try. It needs to be eaten within 2 days once you open it. So famous of it that people are buying it so they can really try the specialty of Hakone. It's quite really crazy to think that it's a black egg, and I don't know if you're gonna eat it, but I'm gonna try and eat and buy maybe 2 or 3 so I can try and how it tastes like. It feels weird, but we have to try it because we're already here. Thank you.
500 to change.
Yep.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Thank you.
We've got it. We bought one. Here we go. So this is the famous Hakone Black Egg. I don't know if it's a century egg or an old egg, but this is really famous here. If you're visiting Hakone, you should try the black eggs here. I don't know what it tastes like, or you know how it smells like, but it's good to really see and taste this black egg, since it can only be bought here in this area of Japan, Hakone. So this is what it looks like. So I've got the wrapper with me, and behind me really is the statue of the black eggs. This is what it looks like. I'm going to show you what it looks like now. This is it. The black eggs. How cool is that, right? Okay. It looks like a normal egg. And yes, normal egg. This egg has been cooked on a sulfuric water. That's why it's actually black. But yeah, we will try. There you go. Ooh. It's normal egg. It's really like a normal egg. It tastes really like a normal egg. It doesn't have any taste of a salty egg like the one in the century egg. But this is just a normal egg. I think they've cooked it. I've cooked it in a different way. That's why the shell turns out black. So welcome to the Hakone Shrine here in Hakone again, and another destination that you must see and visit when you have the chance. So if you're doing a touring group, this is a must place to visit because of the serenity of this place. It's so relaxing to see, and so it's also relaxing to hear those sounds of the birds. It's so relaxing. But it's quite a bit of a long walk if you are here, so it's better for you to take your time and take it easy. This is it. It is a stairs. So it's a long walk on the stairs. Oh wow. This is beautiful. This is what it looks like. Oh my god. One of the beauty of this place, the Honcha Shrine, is just the preservations of this wonderful shrine. I mean, it's all colored into an orange scheme, and the vibrancy of the green color of nature corresponded with the nature is very earthy, and the sound of the music, I'm not sure if it's a music or it's a bird or it's something else, but this is just one way that when you visit here, you feel like you are at peace and you are actually on a meditation mode, as long as you are respecting the traditions of the culture. As also here, there are plenty of things to do. There are things, example, that you want to write your wishes, and also you can buy some totems here as what they have in there. And just the Torii gates itself, it's so amazing to really capture those things. Wow, the Torii Shrine here at Hakone is very famous, and you know, you get a line up all the way down to the other side just to get that beautiful view in there. So it's actually overlooking the lake, and once you are there, you can take a photo as much as you like, but the thing is that you get the line up longer. I mean, look at the beauty of this place. So amazing to see this place that a lot of people are still taking photos here because it's just the beauty of it. You know, once you're here, you just have to do it. Simply because it's one of the beauty of Japan, right? Hakone is a massive place, and it's quite a big trek if you don't drive or don't go within the tour group, because you're gonna get lost. It's far away from Tokyo, right? Let's say 2 hours drive all the way from Tokyo all the way here, and you need a full day. But sometimes if you want to stay longer here, it's better so you can explore more. I mean, daytime is okay to see the places that you want to see as quick as possible, but if you want to immerse itself here in the beauty of this place and also, you know, want to stay, then you gotta stay longer here. You can't really, you know, experience the full potential of Japan if you don't stay longer, because you're only scratching the upper layer of it. It's good to see the places, but then you need to immerse into it.